everyone, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. So the last video I did for you guys was my Sephora event, VIP spring event haul, and I just kind of wanted to get into the products and kind of start using them. So I won't be using them all at once, but I will consecutive videos. I'm just going to start using like one here, one there, and I figured why not start today. So I am going to prime my face with this Too Faced Prime and Poreless Skin Smoothing Face Primer. But skin smoothing and pore filling are the same. So I'm just going to put a little bit onto my problem areas here. And I think I'd mentioned before how much I liked this product. So I'm just pressing the product into my skin. And this does have quite a bit of silicone in it, but that is okay. That is what you want in a pore filling and skin smoothing primer. Alrighty. So I am going to go in with this guy here, so my Foundcealer in the shade 35G. So this isn't exactly a brand new product for me because I have the darker shade. But I do want to use this because I like the finish it gives me. So I'm just going to apply it on my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And we're going to start with 2.5 pumps. And then we will blend this out and we will be right back. Okay, now that is blended out, I am going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is the shade Natural Beige. So I kind of feel like the foundation I just used, I like the finish of it very much, but now that I've had a little bit of summer tan, I kind of feel like that shade is too light. But I'm going to work with it today. So I'm just putting this product underneath my eyes, a little bit on my eyelid to prime for shadow. And this isn't really going to lighten my under eyes because it is kind of a darker concealer shade for today. And that is okay. Alright. So now, starting with a new product, I want to try this Hourglass translucent setting powder, the Veil, because I am so excited to use this. I've heard so many good things about this powder, and any new products that I use today, we're just going to kind of compare them to products I already own. I have a feeling this one's still kind of a league unto its own, but we'll see. So in order to get the product out of there, I don't really want to tap it into this cap, so I am just going to put the lid back on, turn it upside down, and just kind of shake it a bit and see if some comes out that way. There we go. And that is so cool because the perfect amount, the cap will out, like it's designed that way. So if you turn it upside down and shake it, the perfect amount comes out. That is so cool. Alright, so this concealer was really nice. Actually, it didn't crease in my under eyes at all. So instead of actually taking my sponge, I did wash all of my Sigma makeup brushes because they were so dirty and they had lots of color on them from all of the colored eyeshadows I've been using. So I'm just going to take my Sigma Powder Sweep F06, dab a little bit in the powder, kind of tap it off into the pan because I do not want to waste any of this. And I'm just going to start setting the eye area. So far, so good. I think the biggest thing for translucent powders is pretty much the wear test because, again, I don't really have any problematic things going on with my skin other than dryness. And when it comes to product longevity, dryness is usually not a bad thing because the new product just doesn't break up as fast. I mean, my skin does get a little bit sweaty and oily in summertime, where if I'm doing a lot of exercise or something like that, but for the most part, if I'm just chilling at home or even just running errands, it's not really a big deal. Alright, so we're going to take the F20 now and just kind of gently set the rest of my face. I feel like I already like this. I'm setting my face and yet I can still see the glow from the Foundcealer showing through. I think I'm in love with this powder already. This is like so finely milled. I love it. Wow. Okay. So this product, instantly, I already know I'm gonna love this stuff. My under eyes look amazing. And you guys, if you, I know I said in my haul that if you walked away with any one product from my haul, let it be the Origins Nighttime Vitamins lotion, and that stuff is fantastic. But this is for like an under eye, well, an all over face setting powder. This is freaking amazing. I can't believe I haven't tried that product sooner, to be honest. Like, wow. All right. Let's go in with a contour kit. This one right here, because I'm really excited to try this too. As for the Hourglass setting powder, I don't know if I have any powder that really compares to it. Like, it is so light. I don't think I've ever, I'm honestly trying to think. I want to say like the Peach Perfect setting powder, but that stuff is really drying. For those of you who have oily skin, you guys love that Peach Perfect. I like it because it does give a nice finish, but I can't use it under the eye because then my under eyes look really, really dry. But for the rest of my face and for date night, I like using that one. I'd have to honestly say it's probably pretty close to, if a drugstore dupe would maybe be the Maybelline Fit Me powder, like the loose powder, and then maybe another powder would probably be the Too Faced Ethereal Translucent Setting Powder, like the Born This Way. I think that's actually a really good dupe too. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my clean F40 Large Angled Contour, and I want to start, I'm actually going to mix the medium and the deep contour, these two shades here, and just put a tiny bit on my brush. And this smells like dark chocolate. Like, that just looks exactly like the same, like for the eye palettes that I have, the natural matte and just the natural eyes. They're so pretty. And actually, I think Too Faced eyeshadow palette, like I think it was the natural eye one, is the very first kind of higher end brand that I ever got. Alright. So I haven't really gone in to do much contouring yet. Like, I won't really know until date night maybe. But so far it's not bad. I feel like maybe it's not blending as well as the Tarte one does. But maybe it's just because I haven't played around with it enough. Like, I'm gonna need some time with this one, I think. Because on date night, sometimes I really like to contour my face, like, and have a really deep contour, but for today, it's not like I'm going in to do that. So, I would not write this one off at all because it's still, like, a really nice product. Especially if, like I said before, if you want to start doing makeup professionally for other people, for wedding makeup or whatnot, and you need different colors. This has got a nice selection, and I like that they're all matte. Like, you guys know, I hate sparkly contour. I hate it with all of my heart. So I'm just kind of taking the light contour and I'm kind of going over the dark and that medium contour. So it's funny because it says it's a medium contour, but it's quite ashy. So I think it really does depend on your skin tone as well. So I think mixing the shades is also a great option. And I'll just put some under my lip. And I'm not doing this like a dark contour here, just a little bit. And sometimes I almost find myself just kind of dipping into all the shades. I like doing that with my blush. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Okay, that's good for now. So I mean, it did give me an all over nice contour effect, but again, we'll have to play around with it just to kind of see. So that's not like a product that I'm like, oh yes, I love it, like it's my favorite. But okay, so next we're going to go in and blush and highlight, and I'm going to use my Cheekleader Mini Bronze Squad palette. I'm so excited to use the highlight in here. So I have already used the the Gold Rush blush because I have it in a different palette. So this is what it looks like. And I really like this blush. And it does give you a little bit of gold on top. You can see it's shimmery, but it's just like on the very, very top. And then once you brush it off, it's gone. Do you see what I mean? So we'll go in and lightly put some on the cheeks here. And it's not really that brilliant of a blush, so it's not like you're going to go in and have this bright pop of color on your cheek. It is very muted and it's very pretty, so you don't have to be afraid of going in with this at all. And I don't know about you guys, but I find that Benefit blushes smell so pretty, and each of them has a very distinct scent. And I can't place the scent, but it just smells really nice. Okay, so that is good for blush. And now for highlight, I will go in with that was my F10 blush brush, by the way. And now this is my tapered highlighter, F35. So let's check out this awesome highlight, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on the brush. All right. So the one thing I notice is it actually has like individual sparkles. Like the particles are not as finely milled as, let's say, the Flower Beauty. And I find the more finely milled the highlighter particles are in the pressed powder, the more of a wet look it gives you as opposed to like a sparkly look. So that's just kind of an observation. I really like the color. The color is really pretty. So from far away, you can't tell that that isn't, like that looks like a wet look. It doesn't look like individual sparkles, but I'm not sure if you can see up close. It kind of looks like little particles of sparkles in my skin. And I think the remedy for that would be probably just hitting your face with some, hitting your face, no, not hitting your face, but putting some setting spray on it, and I think it'll meld the colors and blend it really, really nice. So we'll try that. But the shade of this is really pretty, and I love it. And of course we've already contoured, so I'm not going to use the Hoola bronzer today. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera and do eyebrows. I'm going to use my medium brow Whiz and my clear brow gel, but I also want to try out this shade, the taupe shade of the Dip Brow Pomade. So as you guys know, I have the ash brown shade, and my eyebrows in some of my makeup videos have been so dark. So I really want to try this and just kind of check it out. I'll show you what it looks like in the pot here. So it's very, very light, and I think with how I've been doing my eyebrows lately, I think this is going to be really nice. So we will be right back and I will show you the finished look. Okay, you guys, so I am back. Brows are done, and I really like this shade. So it kind of suits my natural brow, which is very ashy, and this is a lot lighter than the ash brown that I have, and I really like it. So I think I'm going to be sticking with this. And I just have to kind of say, like, ever since these dip brow pomades kind of came on the market, I love them. They're the best invention. I find it's a lot quicker and a lot easier to fill in your brow rather than just using a pencil. So that's kind of why I love it so much. All right, so I did say we were going to spray our face. So I'm going to take my Milani Make It Dewy, and I'm just going to see if that highlighter kind of not blends in. That's the wrong word. I meant like not look as sparkly. And I really like the way this stuff smells. And actually, I'm just going to read the first 3 comments on here. It says 3-in-1 hydrates, illuminates, and sets. So it's hydrating, it sets your makeup, and it illuminates because it is the dewy spray. It also is lightweight, locks in makeup up to 16 hours, and refreshing effect and a healthy looking glow. And it smells great. Kind of smells like a citrusy, fresh smell, which I like. So when that one runs out, we will be getting more. So I think it maybe made the highlighter look a little bit better, but I think another trick is to apply the highlighter with maybe a wet brush. That'll really give a really crazy pop of color. So I'm very excited to get into the shadow. I was going to use the Natural Lust because I feel like I've waited forever to use that palette, but the look I'm going for today, it's not going to give me, like, I'm probably going to go in with like a very neutral color, which is kind of boring. And I kind of want to recreate that peacock look, like when you first watch the intro of that Natural Lust palette from the Too Faced site, or even from Sephora when they have a little video of it. She uses like the teal color and then like the bright fuchsia color on this in the same look, and I think I want to recreate that one of these days. So we're gonna do that. But I am gonna go in and use my Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes palette. And I'm going to start out by dipping into Beach Therapy, which is the shade here. So it is a neutral shade. So of course, like, this palette doesn't have a matte, like, light kind of skin tone in here, except for this transition shade I'm using now. And you guys, I like those shades. So like I say, whenever they're in a palette, I like to use them. But I want to give myself a transition color here, and my favorite colors, other than the sparkly shades, which we are totally going to use today because I love that. I want to try it with my finger. I love this shade Galapagos here. It's like a sparkly brown shade, and I also love the shade Buried Gold up here. It's kind of like, I guess, kind of like a light gold shade, but maybe with a little bit more peach tone in it. And I want to try those as well, but I have a feeling those will go on with a brush. So we're going to try something. I know I don't really use kind of sparkly shades to deepen up the crease, but we're just going to like throw that aside, and like, who cares right now? We're just going to try this out and see how all of the different types of shades apply. So the Galapagos is a satin, which is probably one of my favorite finishes. I like mattes for like doing this kind of work, like transition color, but I love satin shades. And then the Buried Gold is definitely sparkle, or shimmer, I guess I should say, and then we'll put a sparkle tone on top, just because we can. Okay, so that is sufficient for the transition. So now I'm going to go in with a clean E25 by Sigma. It's just stained from a purple shadow I used. I am going to go in with Galapagos, so this satin color here. Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, and we're going to put it on the outside crease and kind of towards the lower or not the lower, but right here by the lash line. I'm just very excited to see what this color looks like. And I wanted to kind of deepen up the crease. Yeah, I already know I love it. I remember when this palette first came out and I was like, meh, you know, honestly, I could give or take. Like, it's not a ride or die for me. And then, like I said, in my haul, I saw Tati's video and she's like, this isn't really what I go for, but my mom picked it out for me. And I saw her use all the shades and I was very, very intrigued because, ooh, some fallout there. I don't have any palettes with any pressed pigment, like sparkly pigment in them. And I need to find that. Okay, so I like this brown color on the outside. Because it is a shimmer, it doesn't give you like the full effect that a matte would when you're like trying to deepen up your crease, but it's very pretty and I think it's going to go really well with what I'm going to do next. So I need to use a different brush now. Oh, I have one of my Morphe brushes. I'm mixing with my Sigma brushes. Okay, I'm going to use my E55. This is an eye shading brush. And I'm going to go into Buried Gold now. And this will probably work better on a wet brush. But we're going to try it dry first. And just put it on the inside. Oh yeah, it'll definitely work better. But I am getting a lot of fallout because it's very sparkly. So let's put a little bit of spray on it. I'm just going to use my Milani Make It Dewy. Keep it the same setting spray theme, huh? Alright, so it goes on the brush a little bit better. And this is almost like a highlight shade. But I was really looking forward to trying this color here. And I just kind of want it to blend into the brown a little bit, and I think that looks so pretty. Alright, and then we're going to take a little bit of that same brown color and just put it on the lower lash line. I'm just using an E30 pencil brush here, but we'll just keep it directed toward the outer corner. So I guess you could say this is a very natural look, but we will add some sparkle. So honestly, guys, like something like this is something I totally wear to a beach. And I don't know why, it's just that gold color, oh my gosh, I love it. Even though it's very, very bright, I love it. It is so pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the shade Champagne Beach. So this is like a very, very, very silver. That's like bright silver. This is more of a gold. So I am going to use my finger. And we're going to put it on top of, ooh, on top of Buried Gold. Pretty. I always like having sparkle like this on my eye because it's kind of like the thing that first draws attention to your makeup. People will look wherever like there's sparkle, and that is so cool. And especially for festivals too, like this Aquaholic, which is the teal sparkle, and then the Beach Days, which is the bright pink sparkle. That is going to look really, really crazy. But I will try that. We're going to try a crazy festival look. So I'm just going to blend up this transition color a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with that really bright Buried Gold color. So we're just going to put a pop of light right there. and right here, and on the inner corners. There we go. And now, so we're finished with the eye look. So sorry guys, it is very neutral, but I just wanted to check out that sparkle, and I think that's the only sparkle that really went with those colors. But we will try some really cool ones after. I just have a feeling that this, like any sparkle you apply to your eye, is just going to fall off if it dries. So I'm just going to like set it with this Make It Dewy again. There we go. Fan it dry. And I really want to try this Better Than Sex liner by Too Faced. I want to see if what they say about the bristles is true. So I kind of like fiber brushes where they don't like separate, but yeah, it looks like these are all separate bristles. So I've never actually tried one like this, but I'm going to try it and try to do a thin line. But I have to say that the black is very black. And I don't know if it's matte, but it does say shake. So you're supposed to shake it really, really well. And I didn't do that, but I still had a really matte black effect. I think this is going to be, maybe not this particular look because it's very mundane. It's very like beige, kind of like brown color like I've been playing with. But I have a feeling that this liner, you could get a really thick line with it, and I think it would be great for date night, as well as a sparkle. I think I'm gonna go crazy with sparkles because you guys, I kind of like it. Like, I know this isn't like a boom, but if you add like a colored lip with something on your eyes that isn't so dramatic, you can really pull off a nice colored lip. So I am gonna try using my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise with shade Mystic Black. I'm going to try it. We'll be right back. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. You guys, mascara is done. So I tried going in with that Lash Paradise, and either my tube is just too dry and clumpy, or I just hate that formula. I don't know. But I did have to kind of go over my lashes a little bit with my L'Oreal Voluminous Feline Mascara, because it is my favorite. It works amazing. And I just did one coat on top, so it's not like a dramatic crazy look. But I am going to also use this, what is this? The shade is Girl Code. So it is a Too Faced product, and it is one of their natural lipsticks. I'm just trying to see if I can get the name of it. No, but anyway, it is like a Too Faced natural line. So I've got a couple of the shades. This is Girl Code, and it's like a rosewood color, so it's kind of like pink, but still, of course, very neutral. So I'm just going to put it on straight from the tube. No lip liner. And it's kind of like, it is a lipstick, but it kind of applies like a gloss. Okay, so that is the completed look. What I really like I feel like I could have darkened up the outside of the eye a little bit with that brown shade, but that's what I mean, is like shimmers don't really work to darken up a crease. I really enjoy mattes for that. And I kind of liked the gold, the sparkly gold shade to do like up here on the eyebrow and maybe on the inner corner, but the glitter is really cool. I think that will be something for date night that I'll take advantage of. And I think, like I said, like a different color of lipstick for this. Like even my highlight, it's not very, you can't really tell that I'm wearing makeup. It's very natural look, and the eyebrows are very toned down. So I don't know. This wasn't so much to create like a crazy look for makeup. In the end, it was more about trying the new products and just kind of see how they go on and how they apply. But I'm kind of excited to try more colors in here. I'm not sure about the blue tones so much, but even if you put Aloha Beaches, like this kind of salmon color, or South Beach, and then you like layer on the sparkly Beach Days shade, I think that would look cool. And then if you were to use any of the darker shades in here, you could use this as an inner corner and eyebrow highlight. So I think that would be really cool. So we're going to have some fun and we're going to play around. And I'll use my Cocoa Contour again just to kind of see if I can get a darker highlight. Well, actually we can highlight too, because I might use the lighter shades here for my under eye powder even, and I'll see how they apply as well. So I'll kind of give my review on that, and then maybe for another day where I do some more bronze kind of colored looks all over the face, we'll use the Marc Jacobs bronzer because I'm really excited for that one. So you guys, let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Click the bell button below to be notified every time I post a new video. That way you won't miss any of my new makeup looks with all of these products. And also hit the thumbs up button for this video if you enjoyed it. We will talk to you all soon. You guys have a wonderful day. Take care.